right, guys, we back with another one, and we got to talk about Charles Barkley offering Zion Williamson some words of encouragement. We all know Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound. We all know about his weight problems at Auburn. Uh, when the team wanted to draft him, he put on all the weight. They said, no matter what you're gonna do, we gonna draft you. So um, he got to the league, and Moses Malone, one of the great all-time centers, best rebounders in NBA history, told Charles straight up he was fat. Um, you have those guys back in the day, they could be straight whip players, and they could be, a little past their prime or whatever, but there was a respect for the elders and the vets that isn't present in today's game. You got young players making so much money, it's hard to stress these messages and the way the rosters are constructed. They don't value the veteran presence like they used to. Well, Charles Barkley said that he would love to play that Moses Malone role for Zion. This is what he had to say.
Zion Williamson, yo man, I don't know you, we've never met. But somebody got to tell you, like, yo man, you got to get in shape because you're going to keep getting hurt if you're out of shape. I don't think the coach has enough power to tell you what to do. I don't think David Griffin, who's a friend of mine, has enough power to tell you what to do. I'm so blessed for Moses Malone. Told me to get my fat ass in shape and made me lose 50 pounds. It changed the whole dynamic of my life. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I want you to be a great basketball player. I've been in your shoes, being very talented, being overweight, and like I say, I thank God every day for Moses. Rest in peace.
You're playing the Moses role for Zion. Right?
I would love to. Let me tell you something. I've seen dozens guys eat their way out of the NBA. It can happen quickly because once you start getting hurt, you're going to keep getting hurt. My first contract was 4 years, $2 million. I got in shape for $2 million. You're going to make another $500 million. All you got to do is get in shape.
And when Charles Barkley talks about seeing players eat their way out the league, you have to think about it. He played with Oliver Miller in Phoenix. He played against Sean Kemp. He's seen these players. Dennis Scott kind of did. He kind of ate himself out the league at one point in Orlando, too. He has some more basketball in him. Eddie Curry. We've seen a lot of these guys just not take care of their physique to the point where they weren't able to stay on a roster, man. And you look at the amount of money they have now and what they're playing for, there's no way that Zion shouldn't be able to get his weight under control. They're saying his summer video, they always show him coming back in a little bit better shape. It's kind of like Ben Simmons shooting videos. We'll believe it when we see it. So Zion, man, he's at a crossroads right now in his career. I don't feel like they should have paid him a maximum deal anyway, given his history. Like, that's one of those things at some point you just got to prove you can stay healthy. You can't just say, man, if he's healthy when you don't have no evidence of that. And most of the evidence actually goes against him being available. Zion didn't even give it a go for the play in this year. So just looking at who he is as a player, man, and I had my concerns about him since he was in high school. Like I said before, I've seen Zion, and he's gotten hurt all throughout his career. This didn't just start at Duke or nothing like that. If they would have did their homework, they would have known Zion has a history of getting hurt, putting on a little weight, easier to knock it back off whenever or even play through some of the weight gain when you're 16, 17, than it is now. And the thing is, going forward, the older he gets, the more he puts that weight on, the harder it's going to be to get it off. And you do not want to be stuck with a 6'6" power forward that begins to lose his athleticism, But that's where we're headed. This is a make or break season for Zion. I feel like this year honestly was, but they've signed him to that deal, so this has to be the year right here where Zion changes the narrative about his career. And if Barkley wants to be that mentor, I know Charles not Charles Barkley, but I know Karl Malone said he would be at one point, but I could see why he didn't want to hang out with him for ethical reasons and moral reasons. You know, you got 13-year-old pregnant years ago. I mean, we don't. I know some people gonna say, "Man, we can't hold that against him forever," but nah, you keep that over there. You know, that's one of the mistakes you should never make as an adult. But if Chuck's gonna reach out and tell you what you need to do, man, he probably need to listen. If somebody cares that much to try to get you right, you need to be with them. You know, whether you need to lock yourself in the house with a trainer all summer or somebody that's been through the fire as an NBA player, but you need to do something at this point, man. So I want to know what you guys think about this, though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.